8:32, 18th of January 2025. Stephen and myself have set our first challenge of the year, sunrise to sunset hike around the western Mournes. We don't know how many peaks we'll get in today. Drop a message in the comments now. Tell me how many you think we'll get done. But with 8 hours exactly to 4:32 to sunset. Stephen's powered on. No big surprise, guys. I'll catch him up. Let's go. Folks, unfortunately that was a fatal blow for the GoPro Media Mod there. So today's video is going to be a walkthrough on how to do a sunrise to sunset hike in the western Mournes. Come along for the journey. I hope you enjoy this one. Starting off from Hen Mountain Car Park, you'll keep Hen Mountain on your left hand side with Rocky Mountain on the right hand side. You'll go up this track for approximately 2 miles. Coming past the Mourne Way marker points, taking a right down past the Rowan Tree River and then crossing Rocky River over the small little wooden bridge. It wouldn't be the western Mournes without some bogland across. After safely navigating the first challenge of the day, you'll come to another waypoint. As always folks, don't be afraid to stop and look behind us. As you can see, we start to get some cracking views as the sunrise starts to come up over the higher points of the Mourne Mountains. And from here we will start our first ascent of the day up to Rocky Mountain, 402 metres. I've said it before in my vlogs, I've said it again. Is this the windiest mountain in the Mourne Mountains? The weatherman has really nailed the forecast for today. Strong gusts on the summits with low land cloud. Tapping the cairn here, as you can see, struggling to stand up. And if you've put in the comments, one summit done today, unfortunately you're wrong. It's on to the next one folks. With no time to be messing about in the summits, we've dropped back down into the cull as we head on to Tormna Rock. As you can see, we're still getting greeted with some lovely colours in the skyline just above the mountain tops. Summit number 2 of Tormna Rock, you can see Hen Mountain in the far distance, Rocky Mountain in behind me, and down into Leitrim Lodge, but yet again, no time to waste, we move on. Luckily, the terrain underfoot is easy going as we head on to Piercer's Castle. .465 metres and summit number 3, Piercer's Castle. You can see Shanleave and Eagle Mountain covered with that lowland clag, and the wind still blowing a hoolie, as you can see by my jacket. In the distance here you can see the vast bogland where we're going to tackle next and head up to Shanleave. And that's just over a quarter of the day done, 2 hours 19 minutes, 4.12 miles. After all that hiking, a good sandwich break, bottle of Lucozade, and of course sheltering from that awful wind. Section 1 done, Hen Mountain Car Park to Piercer's Castle, approximately 4.12 miles, 2 hours 19 minutes. Setting off for section number 2, we knew this would be the toughest section as we're going into the notorious bogland of the western Mournes. An unforgiving part of today's hike where every step had to be measured, an energy sapping trek over to the foot of Shanleave. With everything covered with low-lying cloud, this was not one for the prettiest of views. As we picked up the Bot's Wall, spirits were on a high. For some brief moments, the low-lying cloud did lift and we could see blue skies above. A steep enough ascent onto Shanleve was made even harder by some snow which still hadn't melted from last week's fall. Shanleve in the bag, that's summit number 4, standing at 627 metres. As you can see, we're still in the cloud. Kicking on to Eagle Mountain now after 3 hours 42 minutes and the legs were still working fine. Finding time to even lob some snowballs at the Sherpa, even though it was a horrible shot. Trust me, the summit of Eagle Mountain is just up there. We're going to follow the Bot's Wall, on up and over this stile. "18 minutes after setting off from Shanleve, we summit Eagle Mountain, 638 metres, the highest of the day's peaks, which also marks the halfway point of the day, 4 hours gone. Setting off for the Windy Gap now and hoping to get more blue skies on the way down, as the weatherman did promise that the weather would change for the better. If you're regular viewers to the channel, you know that doesn't always happen. We reached the Windy Gap at another stile and another ascent, this time for Slieve Muckamore. And again, the low-lying cloud just never shifted. A leg burner at best. Having done Slieve Muckamore before, we knew the cairn was away from the wall, so we had to go searching for it. "506 metres, summit number 6, Slieve Muckamore, and I'll be honest, like I always am in the vlogs, morale was low. As we done all day, we didn't stand about too long. We topped the cairn and headed for another descent. This stage, I'm thinking, can we just get back to Hen Car Park? Basically feeling every footstep now, but now we can see the turn in the wall which leads to the summit of Pigeon Rock and heading for home. Racking up the summits now, that's number 7, Pigeon Rock, 563 metres. We'll sit about here for a little while and get another bite to eat before kicking on. Section 2, Pierce's Castle to Pigeon Rock. I'll file this one under Type 2 fun. The homeward straight, folks. Section number 3. It's like somebody knew what was happening. We needed some sun for that sunset hike. again, in Western Mourne fashion, we knew there'd be another bog to cross. We weren't going to get it this easy. The skies were clearing above Savfk Dam. Could this be a good thing as we headed towards Cock Mountain? I struck our good luck as we found a farmer's track heading across the bogland. Our legs and lungs are screaming here, and the wind beating in our face as we made another push. The strongest winds of the day greeted us on the penultimate mountain, summit number 8, Cock Mountain, 505 metres. There's 2 summits here, so we'll go over on top of the other cairn. The second cairn here, and you can see how windy it is going by the coat, and I'm struggling to hold the GoPro, but there's that little glimmer of some sunset. With 39 minutes remaining to sunset, could we reach Hen Mountain and get that perfect sunset? The race was on, going across some swampland as we could see Summit 9 in the distance. "20 minutes from the foot of Hen Mountain, it's time to get a move on." At this point, realisation was setting in that we were going to do it. It was only a matter of picking which crag to sit on and watch some sunset. "12 minutes to spur, summit number 9, the final mountain of the day, Hen Mountain, 360 metres, and some sunset. "10.65 mile, 8 hours, 6 minutes. There we have it. Coming into the descent for the car park, Stephen and myself actually realised that we've done 2 challenges today: sunrise to sunset on the western 9 peaks in the Mourne Mountains. Fantastic achievement, all crammed into 8 hours and 6 minutes. Folks, this isn't my usual style of video. Much appreciated if you've came this far. Much appreciated to Stephen's help to create this video. Here's section number 3, Pigeon Rock to Hen Mountain Car Park, and I'll see you all in the next one, folks.